Hey, thanks for joining us. Today we are going to be doing our sweet and spicy general readings for our daily collective for love, for money, and for everything else that does not fit into love or money. We are going to go ahead and start off with our love. I've already pre-shuffled these, but let me go ahead and do 1, 2 shuffles, and then I'm going to go ahead and lay down 3 cards. And let's see what our general love message is going to be. Okay, so starting off, we have the Hierophant in reverse. I don't usually read reversals, but today I have the feeling that I should go ahead and do that. So the Hierophant in reverse is about non-traditional. It's about, upright. It's about traditional. We're talking about higher education, higher learning, higher institutes, government, traditions. And if we're talking about like values in a person, we're talking about somebody that is very traditional in their mannerisms, in their history, and their belief systems. But reverse, it's about non-traditional forms. At least as a reader, for me, I see it as non-tradition. So we're talking about somebody that is atypical, somebody that kind of goes with the flow of their own life path and their own life, their own beats in life. So a little bit, a little bit of a recluse as opposed to somebody that has, lived their lives in a normal, traditional sense of the manner. I believe that a lot of people are reverting actually to being more non-traditional given the state of the world. So to me, this card also, in the regular sense, can also represent marriage. It can represent a traditional marriage. Obviously it's a Hierophant Pope or priest. And so when it's upside down and we're talking about love, we're talking about a non-traditional form of a relationship. So it could be that you are in a situation that is very non-traditional, or that maybe your partner or you meet somebody that is looking for non-traditional. So I don't mean that somebody is going to be a player and that somebody is going to be in it 1 minute, out of it the next minute, but maybe somebody that doesn't prescribe to saying that you need to have a piece of paper to be totally committed to somebody for life. A lot of the LGBTQ community had to live this way before the legalization in the States. So it is possible. It is possible to live a non-traditional life committed fully to somebody and to embrace that love. So very interesting. The second card that came out was the Moon, and it came out upright. So to me, the Moon here is about hidden aspects. Something isn't fully out to, I guess, really to be revealed to the people that are in the situation. So if you can see, you have like 2 towers and 2 dogs. So dualities, the twos. And then you have the moon, and it's just radiating upon the land here. So with that, to me, it's like maybe there's something a little bit more. Maybe there's something that's not being fully revealed about the situation. Maybe there are 2 parties, but really, if you look at the dogs there, it's like one's black and one's white, or one's brown and one's white, or gray. But it's the duality Even the moon looks like it's a moon plus a sun. So maybe it's the yin and the yang, and what really hasn't come out is really how you're going to pull it together. How these two opposites, these non-traditional form. How is it going to work out? You don't know all the full details, and that's why you see the lobster here, and the lobster is non-traditional. It's not. Yeah, it's black. I just want to make sure I was seeing it right. It's not a regular red lobster. It's something different, but it's coming up in the middle. Between the two dogs, between the two towers, and it has its pinchers out. So maybe it's trying to grasp at some way to find an understanding, to find what is missing. And then the last card that we had for love here is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So upright, which is normally how I'd read it, would be somebody holding on to an idea, something tangible. They are holding on to, to their way of life fully. With that being upside down, though, it's like you need a release. You need to let go of the tangibles and really dig deep of what you really want. Really dig deep of where do you see value here? Is it the value that you need to hold on to your traditional beliefs and your social norms and such? Or can you embrace something different? Can you embrace something more fun or more, atypical, and without, thinking about what your family is going to think about, and without worrying about what society is going to say? So you have the Hierophant up reverse, you have the moon, and then you have the Pentacles, Four Pentacles in reverse. Something untraditional is coming your way, and or you're involved with, and you need to embrace it. Embrace, or you can choose to embrace it. It's your choice, obviously. It's your life. So, but just know that there is somebody out there that is going to be very untraditional, and that there's a balance, the yin and the yang here with this moon card. But use your intuition and find the way or the ways you're going to find a way to make it work if you just release the need to hold on to dictate how it's going to go, and to really understand that this is your relationship if you want to choose this relationship, and you don't have to go by with whatever anybody else says. If you want to be in a non-traditional relationship, and both you and your partner can agree upon it without having any problems with trust and so forth, and loyalty, then your heart says, okay, this is what I want, then go for it, do it. Don't let someone else hold you back. Okay, so I pulled a few cards from the Universe Has Your Back deck, and the first card that came out was, I choose to learn through love. So in regards to this message that we're receiving, try to remember to embrace the fact that this is a new beginning, or it's a situation that should be dealt with through love, and to think about things through your heart and through your emotions versus through your head, through your thoughts, and through other people's opinions. So really allow yourself to learn through the love and through emotions and the connection. The next card that came out was I lean towards love, I am led. When I can't read today, can I? When I lean toward love, I am led. Again, follow your emotions, follow your heart, and embrace what it says versus what thoughts are coming through your head and what other people think. What do you feel? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? The next card that we got was, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. So this goes back to, again, listening to yourself, listening to your higher good and to your intuition with the situation. Really embrace who you are through yourself and not worry about what other people are going to think or how they're going to judge you or what society might think. It's not about that. It's about the love. It's about being truly who you are. And the last card is, my fearless freedom lights up the world. Yeah. Really don't need to say much about that except for, embrace who you are. Embrace what you want to do. Not what other people want to do, but what you want to do. Do you want to be in a non-traditional relationship? And when I say non-traditional relationship, I'm not even necessarily saying it's a commitment issue. It could be that you love somebody that it has a different religion than you do, or is, from a different ethnic background from you, or maybe your family has a certain idea of who you should be with, and you don't want that. You want something else. You want this one person. You want to be with them because you love them. So with this here, my fearless freedom lights up the world. Absolutely. When you're in your true north and you're in your true purpose, everything lights up. Everything is made better. So fantastic. All right, so now we're going to move on to money and finance and careers. Okay, so the first card that we received was the Brother of Spray Cans. So as you can tell with the Banksy cards, they're all Banksy images. They are non-traditional in the form of what the iconography of a regular tarot card would be. So with that, I don't usually interpret it via what it would normally represent. So sometimes I do, sometimes I will cross-reference them. So with the Brother of Spray Cans, which is the Brother of Swords, to me, or the Knight of Swords, not Brother of Swords, the Knight of Swords, to me it's about truth, it's about dignity, it's about, in this picture here, it's a police officer, and so, and they're spray painting. So, but what are police officers supposed to represent? They're supposed to represent truth, honesty, dignity, loyalty, upholding high values. So, but this one here is spray painting as well. So they're breaking the law. They're doing things they're not supposed to do. So with that being said, in career, and I have to watch what I was about ready to say. I was going to say something that's like totally not appropriate for work. So anyway, so what I'm thinking here is maybe it's more of the when you're working, it's making sure that you uphold to the truth and to your values and to who you are. It's okay to be a little rebellious and to be a little bit, forward thinking. Obviously, be totally forward thinking, but have a little fun, have a little creativity. Even though it's about being in this tradition of being loyal and being firm and protection and security and stability. It's okay to have that work-life balance. It's okay to make it creative. It's okay to be able to combine the both and to be able to realize that you are also not your job. Your job does not define who you are. And it's okay to embrace those qualities that this police officer has while you're doing something that you enjoy, that you love. So, to be protected, secure, to have loyalty for a company or a business, and then also to have fun with it, to be creative, to do something a little daring and exciting. It's good to have that. It's good to embrace those. So run with it. The next card, though, is the Hangman. And this Hangman, the Hangman's not in reverse. There's no tree of wisdom, no tree of knowledge. This person's just hanging out, and there's a woman and a man, and the man is looking for, the man that this woman was, I'm assuming, cheating on her husband. She was cheating on her husband with. But it's about kind of being vulnerable, and it's about really trying to get away with something and exposing yourself at the same time. So to me, it's about, I'm looking at two things here. I have the guy that's looking out and about, and he's looking into the future. He's looking into the great unknown, trying to find this man and trying to see, where this person is that has been stealing, love from his wife or girlfriend or whatever. And but he's looking so far out that there's no way that he's going to be able to see it. So there's no way, if you're looking so far into the future, that you're going to be able to embrace the now. And then I see this man, hanging. And he's completely exposed, right? Completely exposed to everything. And he's hanging on by one hand. But all he can do is sit there and hang and wait. And then the woman in the picture here, she's looking ahead. She has one hand on the guy, that's looking to the future, but she's not totally invested in that. She's kind of has this look on her face like, whatever, But my whole thing is with this is that, again, when it comes to work, don't look all the way on the future. Think about now. Be in the moment. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and exposed. And maybe it's also a bit about the thrill. Finding something different. Finding something that excites you. Something, in not the literal sense of the word, but something scandalous. Like, oh man, never would have thought that you would have done that. Wow, that is incredible. Maybe it's about embracing, obviously Hangman is about being stuck and not moving forward. Maybe it's about embracing the time right now to be in the now, to be in this moment without looking all the way forward into the great unknown abyss. But maybe it is about being in the now, thinking about what you would like to do, and kind of start to plan on it. Start to just enjoy where you're at right now. Don't stress about the future, and just kind of think about things. Okay. So the last card that we have is the Empress. And so with the Empress here, with this being about money and finance and such, this is about nurturing yourself, nurturing your inner thoughts, your passions, really embracing your projects and your ideas, um, and allowing those to grow. Feeding those, like I said, those projects, and feeding that passion, and feeding the thoughts of what you want to do, and nurturing them to grow. So a lot of this, overall, of what I'm seeing, is that you are looking, you are loyal, you do want stability, but you don't want it to define you. And you're kind of stuck in this moment of trying to figure out which way to go. You're stuck. You're just sitting here. You're hanging in the moment, but you don't want to look too far out because you're right there, right in the moment. Take that time. You can't really go anywhere, so you might as well take the time to figure it out. And take that time, though, to start to nurture and start to allow those passions and that youth and that innocence to grow. Very cool. All right, let me see if I can get a message here from the universe. So this one's a long one. So just one card. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. Absolutely. So, tuning into the energy of love gives you the words I need when I'm ready to speak up. Make sure that you are aligning with your true passions of what you want to do. Making sure that you're staying true and loyal to the words that are coming out. When you embrace your true north, and when you embrace who you are as a person, you're unstoppable. You can do whatever you need to get done and need to do, because you're embracing who you truly are, and universe will not step in and say, nope, you've gotten too far. It will only help you elevate higher. And then the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. Absolutely. So, the ready compassion I need in the time to forgive. Forgiving yourself is a great big step. Forgiving other people is a bigger step too. And we need to have compassion. We need to realize that, like, in this situation of what's going on in the world, is that no one's at fault for anything that's going on, and we all understand that. It's okay. It's okay to feel hurt, and such, and to feel like to have fault in somebody. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You didn't. I'm feeling that, you should have less. You shouldn't. Don't beat yourself up too much about things. Okay? If you're doing it, the actions, from a true place, then you shouldn't worry. And even when we make mistakes, it's okay to forgive yourself. Learn the lesson and move forward. And the power I need when I am lost. Absolutely. We all need to have strength. We all need to have this ability to hold tight to our self-power and to our self-worth, and to take that and to be able to feel firm in our beliefs, and to to grasp what we really want and where we need to go. And when you feel lost and you don't know what to do, just take that moment and just kind of reground yourself and regroup and remember that you control where you can go. So take the moment and think and be in gratitude. Really reach that moment where you're like, you know what, everything around me is going to hell, and it's horrible, and I can't do anything about it, and I can only control what I do. So embrace that. Embrace it. Say, thank you. I recognize this. I can't do anything about it, but I'm grateful to be here. I am grateful to have what I have. I'm grateful for the sun, shining on my face. I am grateful that I have, the ability to spend time with my loved ones, or I have the ability to be challenged, to now be able to really realign myself to where I need to be in life. A lot of great positive messages. So we're going to go ahead now and move over to doing the general reading. Okay, so the first card that we received is the Seven of Cups. So with this, you have a lot of options out there. There's a lot of possibilities. As you can see with this, there's a man and he's looking at the different options, and his stance is like he really doesn't know which one to pick. So there seems to be a lot going on. And with the first three cards that I had pulled, I had the feeling that I should go ahead and pull at least another clarifying card. So with that, I actually pulled the Magician. So you're manifesting very powerfully multiple options. So with this being said, is that you don't have just one option here. Go after what really calls for you. It might be that there just is so many options that you're totally confused of what you should do. But you have all the power and all the skills and abilities to be able to pick the right one. Really having into it, you are the creator of your path, and so you just have to embrace an option. You don't really necessarily need to know which option it is, but just the idea that you have an option out there, and it's waiting for you, and that the universe will go ahead and they will align you to where you need to be. But you have to be open for that. The next card that I've pulled here was the Five of Pentacles. So at the moment, you're really feeling like you're let out in the cold. You're in despair and destitute, and that you feel very sad, or your energy is kind of sad. Maybe all the confusion with all these cups are kind of leaving you. Like, I got all these options, but I really still don't know what I want to do, and I don't know where to go, and I don't know how to get there. I'm not sure. At this moment, I'm sad because I don't know where to go and what to do and such. And it's kind of like these kind of feel very opposites, but the clarifying card that I got was the Star card. So with this, it's talking about your wish fulfillments. It's talking about that you don't have to feel sad, because the universe is going to provide you with what you need and what you want, and that the universe will align properly for you to have your wish fulfillment. And to have the Magician plus the Star card, it's like you have everything, like I said, you have everything you need to fulfill what you want to do and where you want to be. So to me, it's like you're overwhelmed. You don't really see all these options. Like, they're there, but you feel hopeless about them. Like, I have all these options and all these things I can do, but I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. But you do. You have it. You're manifesting these opportunities, and you just need to embrace the one that feels true to you, and that be to your true north, your true self, and it will align. And I say that also because the third card is the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. So it's a brand new, passionate beginning. So something is coming in. It will provide you with aligning to a passion, something that really gets you excited. So this could be anything from a new love coming in, to a new job coming in, to a new adventure coming in. But it's going to be passionate. It's going to get you going. And maybe that's what the case is that maybe you're feeling this confusion. You got all these options, but you really don't know what to do. But then all of a sudden, this new passionate beginning, it is offered and it comes to you, and it's something that you've been manifesting, and it's your wish. What you've been wishing for, and then to clarify though, the Ace of Wands, we got the Two of Pentacles, so it's about balance. Balancing things out. Juggling two options or two choices. So a new passionate beginning is coming, but you're still going to have to juggle. You're still going to have to, have these two. Which one are you going to feed? You can't feed both the negative thoughts and the positive thoughts, and you have to be able to pick what you need to get you to true highest self. So pick what is going to align best for you and what you want to do with your life, and go with that. But you will have two to juggle if you don't. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull the universe back card. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. So maybe because you're so worried about all these options and you don't know which way to go, you're stressing yourself out a bit. And you keep, praying or, saying over and over again that, you need an option, show me the option and such. And maybe it's not about continuing to focus on self. Maybe you need to start focusing on the larger scale and being grateful for those that are with you and around you, and to share your love and light with everybody. The highest good for all. We pray for the highest good of all. Have some compassion. Have some remember that you're not alone, and that when you do pray for everybody, that includes yourself. So remember that we're all unique individuals. We are all spirits that are having this wonderful human experience, and we're all connected. So within our individuality, we're complete and connected with everybody else. So when you have compassion towards other people, and as a whole collective, you will have compassion for yourself too. Alright guys, thank you so much for bearing with my technical issues earlier, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.